Today on The Spin, I, Jim Tobin, and Aaron Ledbetter are talking about Gen Z and how they are different from the millennials who came before them and how that could impact your influencer marketing. So let's start with who is Gen Z. Gen Z is that generation born after 1995. So they are the first generation to really grow up surrounded by technology, surrounded by a social media world, and they are the ones who are on their phones constantly. So they are 90% of them, 90% of Gen Z own a smartphone. This is a very digitally connected generation.
They are, and this is the generation that basically lives on YouTube. So, they are on Facebook quite a bit still, but they are just consuming content there. Instagram over Snapchat is becoming more popular for them, but their number one channel is YouTube. And what's important for brands to remember about YouTube is they only have about an 8-second attention spans, 25% less than millennials. And so while they will spend time watching videos on YouTube, you have to capture their attention very quickly.
Yeah, I have 3 daughters in this space, and it's almost like channel changers back in the day. That's what they're doing with content. If they find a good piece of content, they might spend 20 minutes with it, but they're only going to give you, I think 8 seconds might even be high based on my children. They're only going to give you a few seconds as they go through this content. And really, they're looking for inspiration in a different way than older generations.
Yeah, this is not the generation that's on Pinterest. They probably don't even know what it is. They are not looking for that aspirational content. So it's not that Pinterest-worthy content. It's not these perfectly curated, perfect filter-looking Instagram handles. They're looking for real people that they can relate to with real stories.
Yeah, and millennials have tried to curate this best life on social, and I think increasingly the generation following them said that's not real. That's not what life is really about. I want to show my real life. And so that's how they're reacting, not only in what they're putting out to the world, but in who they're choosing to follow.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to influencer marketing, they're not following celebrities. They don't feel like they can relate to those celebrities. And so it's much more a micro focus that we need to have in the influencers that we're choosing to work with.
And I think that leads right into having an ambassador strategy. So by that we mean using the same influencers on an ongoing basis, and that works for a couple reasons we've seen with our clients. Not only does the influencer get better communicating about the brand, but they are also giving off a message that this is a brand I actually like. This is a brand I actually use throughout the course of my year. And that goes a long way with Generation Z.
It does, and it actually allows them to start telling your brand story, which is what this generation wants to hear. It's not just hawking a product, but it's what is this brand all about? What's our mission? And that having that authentic relationship makes it more realistic that they're telling that story.
Yeah, but they can also sniff out greenwashing.
Yes,
so if you try to just talk about doing good things and spend a lot of money advertising good things and very little actually doing good things, they're going to call you on it.
Yeah, they don't like that at all. So I think the key here is making sure that you have these long-term ambassador relationships, that you're leveraging these ambassadors as true partners, and that's the way you're going to reach this generation.
And there's more on this sort of story of Gen Z and influencer marketing, so we've created a white paper for it. You can get the download link in the content below. Take a look, because it's a really interesting group that's going to be increasingly powerful for buying over the next 10 years or so. So take a look at the white paper and let us know what you think. See you next time on The Spin.